New accomplishment. I actually got my first dislike by doing a short on the debt ceiling, and I guess it's the way I covered it. But let me explain what's really going on in detail. Okay, the reason why I went after Republicans is because all the Democrats voted for it, and not one Republican crossed the aisle to vote to fund the government. This wasn't anything controversial. This was just standard business, and this was money that was to be funded through FEMA, and also for a couple of billion, and also a few million to help with Afghan refugees, the ones that were evacuated from Afghanistan. So it was nothing out of the ordinary. And also, we still have the damn filibuster problem here still in this current Senate because the two Democrats, Kristen Sinema and Joe Manchin, actually agree with all 50 of the Republicans on not reforming it. So we're stuck with needing the supermajority for budget bills of any kind to go forward. And with this bill, a budget bill, not a reconciliation bill, needs 60 votes. And now Mitch McConnell, because I had actually thought that Senator Murkowski was actually going to cross the aisle to vote with the Democrats because she is in a tough election and she hasn't actually even said if she's going to run again, but she's being primaried against a Trumper. And so she really can't afford a government shutdown on her record. Oh, and by the way, if the government's not funded by Friday night at midnight, Saturday is when the partial shutdown begins. This is never good for American democracy when the partial shutdown begins because it costs millions daily. The last one under Trump, we lost billions. It's the biggest waste of money, and for no good reason. And also, Mitch McConnell has literally pulled out the same playbook he used in 2011 and 2013 under Obama. No change. And also, Democrats really didn't have a plan B because Mitch McConnell and Ted Cruz were very publicly saying that they were going to filibuster this over the debt ceiling, and also we don't actually take in enough revenue through our tax code at all. We actually engage in high deficit spending. So in order to pay America's just basic bills, we actually borrow through our own banks at a fixed rate, and it's a pretty good system. And we also make money through the stock market. That's how our federal government finances everything. It would actually be a lot easier if America just got rid of the damn debt ceiling, because America's actually pretty good about paying its bills. Yeah, you have Manchin, and the Republicans who say, "Oh, we have $28 trillion in debt," but also America has the 14th Amendment, and there's a specific clause that says that American debt will always be paid for, pretty much. And also, with the American government being tied so much into the stock market, in specific bonds, the bond market, they've pretty much invented a new form of money in that way. But you also need to work around the debt ceiling law in order for that to happen. Oh, and also, that was what was in this continuing resolution, that the Democrats had actually asked for the debt ceiling to be suspended throughout 2022. So now the plan B is but this is also why I was so upset, is because it's very possible that the next plan B, it may still have the money for hurricanes and Afghan refugees. I don't know. But Republicans will cough up the money for just to fund the government, but I don't know if the FEMA money will be in it. I don't know if the Afghan money will be in it. It will just be enough money to fund the government up until a specific time period. It may be December 3rd, it may be longer, but that's it. You know, Democrats have to rework their strategy on the reconciliation package.